On X64. Here we go.
Brilliant.
Are we on?
Yep, aye, watch now.
Hey.
Nice one. Right, let's do it. I'll be a bit more professional one this time. Pull yourself together, Space Boy. That last week was embarrassing. Right, so if anybody's in yet, I think we'll just start with. We're going to. I think somebody suggested dogs versus cats. As you all,
Yes, that's exactly what was suggested, mate.
as you all know, I'm probably going to be
Uh,
joining the dogs. Haha. No, I'm not.
so you're on cats, I'm on dogs. Uh, just need to come up with a little kind of idea of how we're going to do it. So what I think I'm just going to do first is lay down some panels, put a few panels down, and we can go through there. Just kind of play it by ear.
Aye, go for it. I'll find me that.
There we go.
Right, I've named two layers down this side here. Imri's going to be my. Don't even get this back off. My sketching layer. Imri 2 is my drawing layer.
Well, I'm going to turn that down. Have you got like a fisheye lens or something like that on your camera?
Aye, it's just built into it. So I can't even change that. I've got like a wee. I've got like an 8 man, and I don't know if I can set that up so that works, because that's got loads of wee attachments. But aye, that's what we've got. Is this the first time you're seeing it?
Well, aye. Well, no, I was watching last. I was watching not last week, but the week before. I watched a wee bit while we were filming, but it was annoying me. Like because there was a bit of latency, so I
Right,
just decided that I wouldn't watch it last week. Um, but I've got it up on the TV in
brilliant.
front of me, so I can see what people are saying tonight. Because I didn't know what anybody was saying last week.
Right, I see. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's just going to get more and more professional as we go along. How you doing, Red Spider? Thanks for joining in. Obviously, we're just kind of well, Space Boy's just drawing out some shapes to start.
I get an idea of just how we're going to make it flow. Get a few panels in there as well because we don't want to make it too sparse. We want to give ourselves a bit of drawing to do. So I'm thinking for this we'll do like a kind of like the cats and the dogs are like they're just about to fight now, like how armies used to do it back like in the Viking times and like
Yes.
like kind of ancient medieval times where they just like stand at either side of a field and they just be like fucking come into me.
I see. I had a kind
So
of like Kung Fu Hustle or something like that. That wasn't Kung Fu Hustle. It was, wasn't it? Got them marching down the streets and that, and
oh right, and they like kind of meet. It's like they kind of see each other and stop dead in the middle of the street, and it's like a stare off between the two leaders.
then Carnage in the bottom panel. Just a panel to just go for it.
Aye, cool. Right, I like that. I like that.
Ah, nice one. With Hellbound's been buzzing for this all week. After last week's, I don't know why, right? Hopefully it'll be good. That's it. At least we've got some sort of structure this time, and I didn't even share the picture that I drew in the last one. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I don't know if I'm in the stream chat at the minute because I can't see anything. Do I need to be logged into Twitch to see the chat?
I've got no idea, man.
I'm unsure. You do?
I've got no idea.
Ask your tech. Ask your tech support.
She's playing Animal Crossing. I feel as if we're just helping when we need to. I think it's like a second thought for her tonight. Let's see. There must be a way to do it because I've got it up right. Is there a? Let's see. Let's maximise that. See if you put it like maximise it. If you maybe minimise the screen. If you maximise it, this chat will be down the right hand side.
Aye, it still doesn't say it says anything. It's still blank.
Alright, maybe you do need to be logged in.
Hmm. That's a fair point. Right, well, I'll sort that in a wee minute.
Aye, draw some sort
First,
of.
first we'll get this. First, we'll get this planned out, and then we'll go for it. It's like seeing you're doing this. I really miss Crate, just being able to hold and wait for that line just to go lovely and straight.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your lines are looking absolutely brilliant.
I'm they're great and wobbly, aren't they? They're lovely wee wobbly things.
I can see Hellbound, it's just Spaceboy that can't, but he's not actually logged into an account. So he's not even giving me an extra view or anything. You think when we were pushing for this to get the figures up, he'd be. But nah, doesn't even set up an account. It's not as if I've been doing this. Oh, I'm timed out. Right.
Oh, did you time it the stream?
No, no.
No?
Take it out of this. Right, I'm going to just start maybe sketching some stuff up here, right? So I'm thinking maybe cat up here. You can be dog, eh?
Yes.
And then these two, we can figure that out later on. But
I don't like the shape of the weird panel. I've done a weird shape. I don't like it. It's messing with me. Going to change it.
we should have probably just done them squares. I mean, I don't know why we're going all fancy for our first time doing this. These crazy geometric shapes.
Don't know. I've got this. I've got this aversion to squares. It's the weirdest thing. It's like I always, whenever I'm drawing anything panelled, there's very little
See if you like.
Presence of square panels.
If you maybe even brought that one down to there.
Yes,
then,
mate, aye.
And then I know you don't want square, whatever we're doing there. You can have two, and then this big one at the bottom.
Yes, mate, because we need this. We need this one in the middle here to be a bit more even, so that we can both get a bit in. And I think for fineness sake as well. No, that's cool. Aye, leave it like that. That's cool.
I'll put the opacity of them down, and you trace it out, so we've got them in one layer.
Yes, mate. Yes.
See this, eh? It's flowing well. These are impressed. I'm not just talking over him every time he speaks. And then
Were you doing that last week?
I don't know. No? Sounded as if I was just ignoring you, that was.
I like what's happening here. There's a bit of this looks kind of three-dimensional like that. There's a bit of perspective, a bit of 2-point perspective happening there.
Cats versus dogs. Here's my first panel done. I'm winning so far.
Have you watched that new Pacific Rim thing? Pacific Rim, the Black, the anime that's on Netflix. Awesome, man.
I didn't even know anything about it.
Dude, I never even knew anything about it till the other day. I put Netflix on and I was like, get that. Because did you watch the Godzilla one? The Godzilla ones were great.
I tried to watch
it. I liked them, really liked them.
One night, but I couldn't get into it. I think it just depends on mood. See if I watch something after coming off work, off the night shift, I can end up hating something just because I'm not in the mood.
Just because you're like, fuck it, I really want to go to bed, but my brain's not letting me yet.
I end up wasting things for me.
It's funny that how like you can watch something when you're in a shitty mood and you just be like, man, fuck that guy, fuck that actor.
Aye.
I remember years and years ago, I think it was Bridget Jones's Diary. One of my ex girlfriends, like just absolutely loved Bridget Jones's Diary, and for that reason, I hate Colin Firth. I cannot watch a movie with Colin Firth in it. It just doesn't happen. As soon as I see his face, I'm like, fuck that guy. I'm not watching this.
I don't even know if I've seen that film.
Oh, mate, it's alright, you won't be missing anything. Don't worry about it.
So I guess I'm probably best taking this panel as well.
Um, aye, aye,
And I'll just
yep.
kind of keep everything to this side. And then maybe you guys can be doing like flying kicks and all that. Flying kicks, yeah. Yeah. Another wee one jumping over. This wee one sliding along the ground. I bet you're glad you tuned in for this. This is quality artwork is going down. You got to do like some sort of mad crazy hyper realistic dog here.
I'm just sketching it.
You got that Shudder on Amazon, or the kind of the horror channel thing.
I've not. I'm not a horror movie fan.
Sorry?
I'm not a fan of horror movies.
Are you not?
I mean, I like creature features, definitely. But, like, when it comes to, like, just, like, general spooky supernatural stuff, I'm like, hmm.
What, you scared of them?
No,
Like you're uncomfortable?
no, not
No.
at all. Not at all, man. Like, I don't, I just don't. Like, I can literally sit and watch one, and it doesn't scare me. The only joy I used to get watching um, jump scares and stuff like that, fair enough. But like sometimes they get you. But I don't know. There's just not there's not a lot of like kind of big horror movies or like the ones that have been really popular in the past couple of years, like the past 10 years. Fuck, that have really did anything. It's kind of scared me. You don't get that. What was the last one that kind of made me kind of unnerve me a wee bit? The Witch,
Oh, that was good.
right? That let's see that kind of psychological horror. Love
Aye.
that shit. Right, that kind of verges on thriller, um, kind of messes with your head a wee bit.
Aye, I did like
Like
that.
I like that. I like that kind of thing. Um, but as far as like just most other horror, no, I'm not. I'm not really for it, man. Not really for it at all. I'm a sci-fi guy.
I watched one called The Host last night, which was good. It's about these people having a seance on Zoom. It's pretty cool. It's quite
On
tense.
Zoom,
Aye. Aye, it's during the lockdown.
I know, like lockdown's getting used for a lot of movies now. I've noticed that.
Aye, does there not one with the thing in that do one? Michael Bay?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I'm sure he did. Aye, it's like, I don't know, it's about the 48th strain or something.
Oh, that aye, it's on Amazon, is it not? Amazon Prime, I think.
I don't know. I've not watched it because anything to do with him, I stay away from.
Aye, because what you know into lens flares?
By the way, do you know he adds him all in post production? Like, something that the cameras have been updated, they've been advancing camera technology to not have them in them, and then he goes and
Yep,
adds about 16 million in them after.
yep, yep. I mean, you think that the guy that was like working post production, like the kind of tech that was working primarily on post production would just be like man, can like, honestly, like I'm putting my name to this. Can we like cut back in the lens flares a wee bit?
By the way, it's.
Because
And you go, sorry.
no, sorry, on you go.
I watched a documentary with him, and he's got this house, and he's walking through his house, and they're talking to him, and he's like, "I've got this room here, and it's like these screens go straight to the production team, so I just need to hit this button, and you can go straight to the guys." And he hits this button, and the screens turn on, and the guys are like looking as if to say, "What's going on? What's this?" Right? And he's like, "Hi guys," and that is exactly as if he's like a normal thing for him to do, and they're like, "What's going on? How's this happening? How's he seen this?"
Like we have no clue that that's.
I like, never knew that was going to happen there. We just don't know how to use that TV.
Oh shit! Just as well they were working.
Aye, aye, but
Could you imagine? Could you imagine them sitting there talking shit about his usage of lens flares?
aye. And how he ruined everybody's youth. I mean, growing up, two of my favourite things were Turtles and Transformers, and he's ruined them. Ruined them.
Like I will say like I do like the Transformers movies. Like I love them. No, I think he did really well. I'm not. I wasn't too enamoured with the turtles and gave them nostrils and stuff like that. Like they looked get all like noses. They looked kind of human.
He turned them
That was one, but
into aliens. I mean, it's even in the name. You don't take something that's like the name of the thing and just change it to whatever you want. Now, I think they should be aliens because it's not realistic enough that they're genetics, or kind of genetically
I,
modified turtles.
I suppose it was some sort of alien material, wasn't it? That the kind of thing needs for the mutagen.
I can't even remember. I just remember not liking it, being annoyed. Oh, we've got
Mm.
Sailing. Hello. I feel kind of.
Oh,
It says we've got seals in.
oh, nice one. How you doing, good? You kind of broke up a wee bit though.
It's definitely put me under some kind of pressure now that we know they've got a bunch of artists in watching this. Who do I know that's.
I know. I invited him.
Oh, he's left now. Never mind. I don't know if he is. I can't tell these kind of things.
Right, I'm going to try and get this thing me up. I'm going to try and get the chat up because I can't see shit just now.
I think mine's just turning into more like a kind of Mad Max kind of thing.
I can get down that.
Oops, I keep clicking on that pencil. It's a strange one.
Oh,
You got the chat?
oh, alright. I just had to click on
Chat?
saying something just to say something. No, I was already there. Still can't see it. Oh, oh, my screen went all black. Give me a minute.
We're having a disaster.
This is
It's supposed to be all professional.
having a disaster. I know. I'm watching it. I'm watching it in the TV. This is what the seems to be what the problem is. web browser closed unexpectedly.
If it's on the TV too, that's enough. 35 minutes. I know my notifications come up when I'm on live. Have I lost you?
No, I'm here, dude. I'm just trying to get back. Just trying to get back. I was let's sort that out now. Yes. That. Am I crackling? You hear crackling?
No, you're alright, man. I kind of hope that Claire lets me know any of these kind of things. I can just hear that daft chat for Animal Crossing. Hey, no one ever gets it in alone. So, cheers for all joining in, guys. Appreciate it.
Right at the moment, I felt his eyes were too high and he didn't look evil enough or frantic enough.
I just realised that I've just zoomed right in and nobody can actually see what you're drawing. Right, where they are. We need to plan that over, don't we? Sorry about that. I feel as if you're going a bit more hardcore than me.
Just haunted. Oh, you can. You're not making it as like passively violent as I'm making it.
Aye, I still think I would win though. Oh, come on. See, we've already had this. We had the conversation off camera about how he's not putting penises on my cats, and that's the first thing you're telling me to do. I'll look into that for next time. No one, because I think you should be fine. I don't really do anything on my iPad. Hope. That's what my phone's for.
Wow. Why can't I don't know why I can't see any of the users in the chat.
Maybe you do need to have an account, because why would it show you chat unless you could put something in it?
So I've told lies to everybody then. Yes, log in to be part of the live conversation.
What's that?
Just give me 2 minutes when I do that. I can see what everybody's saying.
Right. I need to zoom in. So you can zoom in as much as you like, because nobody's watching that. Well, I'll just zoom out periodically. See, even trying to overthink a word now, that's it, it's not happening.
We should maybe try next week doing the whole um, cast, just casting it to the computer, and then we can and just casting your screen. Do you know what I mean? So that we can see it all at the same time.
I was actually going to try that this week, but ended up being not enough time. I just kind of plugging it in, but I've got a wee bit of a problem with that as well, as the way my setup is. I'm a bit far away from my PC.
Ah, right, okay.
So
Well, that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. I was I had it goes through Wi-Fi anyway, so you don't need to like, see what that tutorial was going on about. That's a load of shit. You don't need that as long as you're logged into the same Wi-Fi as the PC is. You should be cool.
I thought you were talking about like with the cable.
No, you don't need it.
No?
You don't need it. I downloaded that bit of software and I didn't need my cable.
You
So,
sounds as if you're talking to me about something you spoke about before.
um,
Was it last week?
aye, think so.
No, didn't happen. Conversation didn't happen.
I think so, mate. Um, right. I apologise for the lack of drawing on that behalf, and I'm just trying to fix this so I can see what's going on.
I feel as if as much as I try to have like a family friendly stream, it's just not going to happen, is it? Now in the chat, I don't know if you see, you kind of see it. The conversation between Seal and No One is trying to get a thing called Cocktober or Dicktober started.
Well, I'm up for that. I think we talked about that. I think we talked about that before.
Aye, yeah. I don't think I'd be involved in that. I'm just letting you know. I've got
Count me in.
my nieces and can everybody hear Space Boy? Aye, right, that's fine. Aye, but you want me to turn them off, you saying?
You're a cool man. Great.
Let's go for this. Right, so he's got shotgun shells, so I'm going to have to give somebody a shotgun somewhere, aren't I?
Oh.
Aye, it doesn't matter how big your dog's teeth are, you're getting shot in the face with a shotgun. Right, I'll zoom out, guys, let you see what we've done so far. So, for anybody that's joined in a wee bit late, what we've done is started up. We've got a theme. The theme is cats vs dogs, and with no pre-planning whatsoever. We came in and Space Boy drew some random shapes. We deleted them because they were a bit crazy, and then we started again and drew other random shapes. And then we're just kind of drawing. I draw cats. He's drawing a dog. It looks absolutely evil. I'm going to zoom in so you can maybe see that a wee bit. That's actually looking pretty cool, man. Nice. It's good to see, like, what you can notice with the two is we've got very different ways of drawing. I've always got a wee sketch there, and then this hyper realistic cat that I've drew with a baseball bat with nails in it. And it's not, if you don't know that, I'm being sarcastic. I just feel as if sometimes, depending on what countries people come from, they don't get that.
Sorry, were you talking to me there? I apologise. I was being incredibly rude there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this to work.
Now I know what last week felt like. Actually, just get me back on it.
Right. This should be in the chat in a minute.
Right, have you created an account?
I did make an account. I'd made an account last week, and I made an account. I can't remember my password.
By the way, I tried to log into my phone and I couldn't remember mine, and then it asked me to reset passwords and stuff, and I better not do that because I'm not going to be able to get logged back in the night, and I'll be logged out. It'll be a total disaster.
Right.
So, what we've looked into is if this goes well, Cheers. Cheers, mod. Don't drink and stream, kids. By the way, it's just good. It's good advice to live by. If we do this and it goes well, what we can do is get to a certain point where I can then stream Spaceboy as well, and we can have like a joint screen, and then you can, I think, choose between the two of them. That was the plan on it. Or I think you can have the two of them together, so you're only watching one stream, but the two of them are in the. I don't know. It's called streaming.
No, if you what actually on Twitch with the twos, like using Procreate instead of Magma.
No, I'm still using this, but you would be in the actual streaming me, so you could watch what you're doing as well through your Twitch. Do you know what I mean?
Oh right, aye, cool. We can do that with the screen share as well, dude. If you just share, if you shared your screen, then we can. They wouldn't be able to zoom in or anything like that, but they just kind of see. Well, if you zoomed in, you could see. But again, you'd probably zoomed in half the time, wouldn't you?
Aye,
I suppose that wouldn't work, would it?
I'm finding it hard not to just zoom in all the time here. I'm trying to keep it out to some extent so that people can see what you're doing as well.
Right.
Let's add some atmosphere.
Oh, fuck off.
2 seconds. I don't get that. What's that?
Nope.
What's that?
Nope.
A picnic situation. Yeah.
What is that?
You've laughed at.
What?
Picnic situation.
I need to get a green light on the computer.
Problem is chair, not computer.
What would it do in drive?
Done.
Didn't get the reply though.
Oh.
Right, so I'm kind of happy with that wee panel there now. This is my leader. He's called Batcat. I'm going with it. Gritty. You all know that I'm not very good at naming things. I should have maybe like a wee knuckle duster on. What I find is a lot of times when I'm drawing with Procreate is I use loads of layers. Like if I was drawing in Procreate, I'd have created another layer and then drew these knuckle dusters that I'm going to draw on the now on a different layer, and then deleted the stuff underneath. But I find clicking new layers down here a wee bit fiddly at the moment, so I'll just rub it out.
Right, it definitely mixes you up a wee bit in this. I think it's, again, just because it's kind of new.
I still think it's nuts that you can do it.
Oh, it's amazing. It's definitely amazing. Told you, man. As soon as I watched that episode of Draw Off, I was just like, right, I need to use this. I must tell Emily about this immediately.
Aye, I do. I like it.
Oh,
What was that?
big wonky mouth.
I'm going to be pure witty here and come out with some sort of dog dissing tattoo. So you're going to be impressed with this.
Dogs suck.
Not going to lie, by the way, I was trying to think of something for ages there. But that's the best I come up with. Yeah, wee panel's looking alright, I'll go with that. What do you think? Looking alright?
Right, that looks awesome, man.
So, I don't know if you've noticed, it says Worlds Glide up here. What we're realising is everything that we draw, because of how the thing's based, we can more or less tie it into, I think we can maybe now call it sort of legendary status this comic's got in it. We're actually going to make it, make it that epic that it's never even going to get released.
It's definitely it's very. Somebody asked me the other day, like, what would you say? What kind of genre is it? And I was like,
Sci-fi. Yeah, that was easy.
it's it's like sci-fi, but as far as it goes, there's like loads of different things that kind of feed into it. Loads of different other genres, I think, because it's got to be a mash up of everything. I mean, once we get past the first issue is kind of a wee bit of how it happens to Kit and what happens to Grin in order for them to get into the situation that they're in, and then you see a wee bit and we'll leave you in a cliffhanger, but it's like after that kind of shit hits the fan and things are very, very, very crazy.
I'll go with you on that because I don't rate it. So,
I'll just agree with you there, mate. It's the first time I'm hearing about this, so.
That's the genre it is, that one there. See, just so you know, I'm definitely getting writing credits on the front of the cover. Seal.
Oh no, mate, our two names just go in the front, you know. That's what happens. Nobody says written by as well on the front. That's not what happens.
Cheers, Zero. Thanks a lot. And Seal, you obviously did not tune in last week. Seal says, drink and draw is where the best art is made. It was a disaster.
Morgan. What? Yes.
Ian, you got the chat?
What? Oh, what, man? They sent me another email. How many emails do I need to get? How many emails do I need to get just to log into this account?
By the way, I found it was like that at the start as well. It was see, because I was setting up, I use Incox Streamlabs with the Discord and the Twitch, and I think we decided on like the Saturday to do it, didn't we? See that day, I think I must have spent 2 hours just linking emails and confirming that I was allowed to sign into that, and it was nuts.
Oh, come on. One.
So what kind of, right, this is... No one, it's totally up to Spaceboy. He'll let us know what it is. I just kind of
What's that?
tag along. He says he imagines it to be like sci-fi fantasy with some suspense and horror, a wee bit of rom-com and comedy elements as well. He didn't do that last part. I did that. And just saying everything.
No, definitely, man. That's a thorough rounding off. I'd say how it is. Yeah.
I definitely think it's going to be it's going to have funny bits in it.
Oh, it's definitely going to be funny. It's definitely will. I hope it. I hope it. Listen to me. Oh, it's definitely going to be funny. I will. That's insane that people find what I fucking wrote funny. If you don't, then if they don't, then it's not going to be funny.
Obviously, I'll proofread it for you and decide that.
Oh, definitely. Edit it and all that.
Spell check it.
Oh, but here, man, that's not a joke. You might need to.
It needs to be a joke because there's no way that's happening.
Right, I think I'm back in, and I think we're going to be able to see the chat in a second, so I can start drawing again.
How interactive do you think you should have things? Like,
Well, like coming out of panels and stuff like that, like.
no, I just mean like that. If I'm drawing like wee weapons, should they be involved with the chat? Do you say things like that? By the way, we're all kind of just new to this Twitch, so any wee ideas you think, just file them away. So, are you talking about the comic or are you talking about this epic masterpiece we're working on right now?
Oh,
Hang on, we're making that angle right. Totally Mad Maxing it right up. So like we should Centurion helmet with what do you call the bits in the top of the old Centurion helmets? Not the new Centurion helmets that you get. People jump about with them all the time. Sorry guys, I'm just doing this myself now.
try to join in. Well, apparently I'm in. I still can't see what anybody's saying. Fabulous.
What we'll do is we'll try and maybe sort it for next week, eh?
Aye, let's do that, right?
Aye, we'll sort it for next week. I'm going to be finished.
Aye. Well, that's all right. I can draw quickly as well.
Ah, I don't believe that. You did say that to me that time we were spray painting.
Yeah, listen. There's a difference, man. I get very carried away, putting details into things sometimes, especially when it's like, see if it's outside. Then, I'm just like the opportunity for people to see it. I'm just like, here, put as much detail in it as possible. And you're like, no, no, give me the pen, give me the pen. Right, yeah, dude, that's enough. Come on, it's enough. I want to go home.
Aye, that was. It got to that point.
I want a game.
Oh, somebody's Zero says, put me down for this on a t-shirt. You say that now until come at the end of it, he's going to get his own way and he's going to put dicks on everything.
No, it's not going to happen.
Let's see where we'll zoom out, have a wee look at it. See when people are watching Twitch, do you do it while doing other stuff or do you just watch Twitch? Me, well, when I do it, I don't watch Twitch. I find it's a bit, it's kind of new to me. I always remember when the kind of streaming thing started, and I thought, why would you want to watch people doing stuff you can be doing? And then it's just became just dead normal now, innit? I'm leaving.
I'm going to go off my nut. I can't see what anybody's saying.
I'm talking to you. Nobody's saying anything.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I was trying to see if there was I was trying to see if I could see the chat at all, but I can't see it. So,
Alright. Aye,
um,
just leave it.
uh, so that's looking good. That's looking good. I like your the kind of wee Roman cats. They're cool. All line up.
We'll see
I'm getting this big dog a balaclava and a riot shield.
how you finding it so far, Nolan? That's how I think I would be watching the Hellbound, kind of in the background, something else on. Just kind of popped in, obviously listening to the good banter. Well, when Space Boy talks back.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at concentrating on things, and if I'm I'm sitting especially drawing. If I'm sitting drawing, like I have to work in that. Definitely,
I don't think you
something
need to
I shall work on.
apologise at all for a wee while, to be honest.
But
Right, so back to this there. Maybe try and plan these out a wee bit better.
I keep doing this program is I keep like using my pen and then going to that wee quick selection bar, forgetting about the quick selection bar, sorry, and changing the changing the instrument on it every single time.
What do you mean?
And then I go back and I remember it's there and go, oh that's right. Oh, it's just full of erasers.
What is it like a wee? I only use the two.
And I keep instead of just using the quick selection bar though when I'm using the eraser, I keep going to the bar at the side, and I have to go pick the pen again. Mm. This is this is going a bit differently than I thought it would.
You guys are starting to look like goblins rather than cats.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ah, you sound like a robot there.
Alright. Yeah, let's just get back on this there. Let's see what this wee guy's got to be doing now. I just think that maybe the connection sometimes is. I think we must have about 35 different devices running right now at the same time on our internet.
I like Aria's she's in the bedroom playing a computer, and I think Nikki's on the
Twitch?
she's on her phone or something like that as well.
She's obviously
Everybody
on
using the
Twitch.
Wi-Fi in here. No, no, she's not because I'm not getting dogs abuse for no reason. That's how I know she's not here.
Do you know what? See, instead of trying to figure out how to draw in those wee feet, let's just cheat. There's some smoke, guys. No more feet, eh? These are learning all my secrets here.
don't tell them, so they'll steal your power.
I would do it. We definitely plan on painting again. Obviously with the kind of the whole lockdown and stuff like that, it's not been something we're able to do. But we've spoke about it, and we're definitely going to make sure it's not going to be like a big sticker. It's just always going to, it's like a flashback of fear.
I missed that.
Hellbound's asking if we plan on painting again.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Something big, aye. We like to paint big stuff, but it's hard for us. Obviously with the lockdown it's even harder, but just kind of organising.
Getting time.
Aye.
Getting the time is, it's fucking, that's the main thing.
I've clicked on that wrong paint again, haven't
Because when we go to paint, you know, we're away for the whole day. It's not just a case of getting it for a couple of hours. It's like we paint for as long as we can possibly paint.
I? Aye. What can this wee guy be holding? Let's see if
What would be nice? Sorry, what would be nice is like a nice day to paint, because we've not had one of them yet.
Aye, we've never actually painted a nice day either.
No, we've not had a nice day to paint at all. It's always been kind of windy or cold or
Raining.
aye, fucking raining. All the painting you can do in the rain, you know.
Oh, we get a new follower. I don't know what to do when that happens. Panic, they played a loud noise in my headset and I got a fright. Cheers for the follow. I've just heard other people on Twitch doing that, guys. I'm not really too sure what to do. Thanks. That's going to be a bit down lower.
Done something with it.
We had quite a few ideas to kind of. We've got to do some paste ups as well.
Oh aye.
But we never even that was just at the start of the whole lockdown thing, wasn't it? It was when we were talking about that. That's when I went through that wee paste up phase myself.
Get some big ones.
Aye,
I thought some comic pages would be kind of cool for that.
There's a French guy that I think like the first stream I done I showed you his art book. He does these I Dream of Mechs, and he does paste ups, and he does them. But
That'd be cool.
By the way, he does them. They're giant, so they're like scale size. So I don't know how he does them or how he makes them. But if you stand next to him, it's like 2 foot tall, and it's like big mechs like jumping. He does. It's very kind of. It's awesome, man. Absolutely nuts.
It would be awesome to see something like that around the city.
Aye, his stuff's brilliant. Aye, I'm not too sure. See what guy can be.
Strangest little wee dogs ever.
It's funny because nobody knows what you're drawing, so it's going to be like a reveal. It's exciting, guys. You need to kind of hang about and wait. But ooh, what's happening up there? What's Space Boy's drawing? What animal was? Well, we know it's dogs, right? So that's that round. Well done, Craig. But what did it look like?
I think maybe the one at the back looks a bit like a bear.
That's fine. Dogs are lip bears, aren't they?
Well, it's the one at the back's a Japanese Akita and a balaclava. So
That's who you actually look. My cat's eye. That one here's And I don't know. My cats don't even look like cats. But to be fair, really. The only thing that resembles cats to my cats are pointy ears. Not it's cats even got pointy ears. They don't even have tails. They're not even cats. Right, let's do a wee review. Oh, that's looking cool, man. There's a pug.
But I'm going to take all the lines I put away in the balaclava there. It looks like I'm getting him hair.
That's also he's got, he's
Oh,
got
mate.
like a mullet.
I know. We should we just leave that just hanging over there? Yeah, a wee hole in the top of his, wee hole in the top of his thing, man. Bit of hair hanging out.
Fashion conscious dogs.
No, it looks whack.
Aye,
We'll get rid of that.
that one at the YM's lasted ages. I was going to go down and paint other things there, but I never got round to it. A lot of empty promises with me. Got to do this, got to do that, and nothing gets done.
Again, it's just anything. You want to do everything.
Aye, that's
I'm the
it's,
same, man. I just you want to do as much as you possibly can, and you're like, oh fuck, I can't do that.
my problem is anything art related. Like the last thing was like I painted this wee car. Just for fun, just because I seen them cheap. I was out with my boy one day and he always wants to go and look at the toys, and they were doing these kind of cheap cast iron toys, like two for. Like, I googled them, always checked. It was like £22 a car normally, and it was like two for a tenner. I thought that's a good idea. I'm going to buy them and paint them. And it's just something else that I've added to my list of things that I need to do, and just aye, I don't know
Dude,
why I do it. I've got so many other things I need to do, like post stuff out for people. I hate that.
I've got a box. I've got a box in the kitchen, and it's full of like it's like one of those big the nappy changing boxes you get that have got like the trays and stuff like that in them.
Aye, aye.
And I got one of those, and it's just full bits of action figures, broken action figures, like I've not got any polymer clay, but it's like all bits of polymer clay things for when I was modelling things and casting them, and
Sorry, there was that
it's
pause between modelling and things. You were just trying to, for that phase when I was modelling things.
aye, well, mate, I definitely wasn't modelling. I'll tell you that, right? You know, nobody wants to see, nobody wants to see that shit. Um, but I've got this whole box just full of bits and pieces, man. And it's every time I go into the cupboard and look at it, I'm just like, oh, I so want to make something. I want to make something, but
Aye.
I'm like, no, you've got like a million other fucking things to finish, so
Aye, just
finish them.
oh, leave it, leave it. It's see the kit bashing, man. I'd totally love to get into that.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Do you follow the craftsman? Chris me.
Who?
The craftsman. Steady crafting.
Don't I don't think so.
Oh man, he's the best YouTube channel on YouTube.
Uh, sorry, I didn't make you laugh. I wasn't laughing at you.
I know
I
you.
was I was laughing. I was laughing at myself. I do that from time to time. I'd drawn something, and it was the way that I drew it, and I was like, it looks like something else. And I apologise. No, is it all kit bashing stuff?
No, he does everything. Everything. He makes toys. He shows you how to make molds, things like that. He does a lot of. He makes wee stop motion videos with Lego. He makes like wee miniatures of his studio. Just anything at all. Just whatever he feels like doing.
Same.
Shows you how to transfer images onto like wood, like anything. Just see if he's like if he wants to do it, he'll do it, and he's brilliant. He's got a puppet.
He's got a puppet.
By the way, the puppet's brilliant. He starts off with a puppet. Yeah, I think he's an older guy. He didn't want to be on these videos, so he wears like gloves and that as well. You can't see his hands, and he puppets his wee character. But he's only used like the start of it. Do you know what I mean? But he's good. You'll learn
Oh,
to like it.
like Zap. You remember Zap when you were a kid? It was on CITV.
No.
It was like a TV show, a kids TV show, and it was like loads of sketches. But it was like a comic book at the very beginning. It was like all these things in the comic book were coming to life,
Oh,
and there was this one called Mr. Handy, and it was like it'd do all these wee craft things, and it was just two white gloves, and like the person was wearing like black sleeves, and they came out of this wee curtain. It was it just this what it reminded me when you told me the guy with gloves.
Oh, that's too bright. I haven't even seen that video. I'm showing you some of his stuff on. So that's his page here. I don't know how to do this live stuff, but he's making a wee game. He's making a wee game called No Dig Bill. Stuff's cool, man. Aye, and other stuff.
Oh.
Well, I got one of the Scullies for Dave. Not a cool guy, you know. Aye, check him out, man.
Oh, did they get one of the wee Scully things?
Aye. They're cool, man. I don't know if any's folly. Dave does toys. Dave makes toys. Makes his cool wee Scully.
A nice guy, man.
Aye, his stuff's awesome, man. He's got a wee black one with a gold head. In fact, I've got hundreds of them. I've got this one that I got. This is one of his original ones. When he makes it famous, this is like a solid one that he made, one at the start, and then I customised it. But man, that was the first toy I've ever customised. Really good, one of the only ones. It's way harder than people make it look. Customising toys, man. Aye, some people in chat remember it.
What is that? Remember it?
They must be old like you. I'm still young and handsome. Right, where we going here? Let's get back to some drawing. That's enough. That's a little wee intermission. I think I said this to you before, is like sometimes I like to just draw black shapes behind stuff, just kind of gives a wee bit of contrast. Kinda.
Oh, that's definitely. I like that. I like the cats holding the golf clubs and stuff like that. It's cool.
So far, what do you think? Who's winning? My evil dog.
Is this a competition?
No. There's obviously a story, isn't there? I don't mean who's winning drawing wise. I mean who do they think would be winning in a fight? Because obviously I'm winning.
I thought they were going. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a dance off.
I don't know.
It looks see the way I'm looking at the panels down at the bottom just now. It's looking like a dance off. It looks like you've drawn a wee guy just kind of lying on his side, like stroking his chin.
As if he's just done one of the mad spins and that, like the breakdancing.
Exactly.
I don't think I could draw people dancing. I think there's too much build up to violence happening before that. Or did you get one of the Scullies as well, no one? Man, it's so hard to draw in something that's not flat. just feel as if every time you do things like this, I should just plug my own stuff. I don't know how many he's no. I made toys back in the day. This is a OG created by Emery. I also called him Scully, so I feel as if I can't call him that now if I ever decide to do anything else with him, because obviously Dave Makes Toys is called Scully, and that would just be funny coming out like, I've done things that way him, but I've also just stealing his name. I also made a wee guy called Milo. This was a Milo toy. He was going to be kind of customisable. He came in a wee tube and with a wee. It was nice, but it took me far too long to make them. I think I'd maybe like to go back to them one day. Do you know that? I like both of them. I think both of them are pretty cool. You've got a Scully, haven't you? It went to mine. Yes, I.
Oh no! Oh, come on. Can you still hear me?
Aye. Can you hear me?
Aye, I can indeed, sir. It just internet went a wee bit into
I was showing them my wee skull character that I done there. I said, I think you've got one of them, haven't you? That you were going to customise as
there.
well.
I do, mate. I do, mate.
I'm not.
I do.
I'm not chasing
And
up.
do you know, see, just before I moved, I kind of freaked out a wee bit because he'd been sitting on top of the plate with the bookcase that I had my computer in, and just before I moved, I picked him up, and it was just a cone, and he didn't have a head, and I was just like, oh no, he told me about that. He told me the head. He told me the head might fall off this one.
Is that the end of the story? You've lost the head. That's it.
That's about it, mate.
I lost your head. Sorry about that.
No, I found it. I found it. I found it again. I found it again. It's all good, mate. I wouldn't be telling you the story if I'd lost it altogether.
It's like that. I'm just working on it. I'm getting to it, Craig.
It wouldn't have been a topic of conversation.
Right, do I move down to this bottom panel now? Maybe try sketching something into this to see. It's looking pretty cool. Oops. Oh, you're going for it there. Teeth out.
Mm-hmm. Good line.
It's funny no one, because that does sound like the kind of names I would come up with. Skullbot.
I didn't hear what you said there, dude. My connection went on mental again.
You just keep saying that, it's just an excuse now, innit? That's what I'm going to be getting. I'm just
No, it's literally because I've got like a 3 megabyte link.
No, it's somebody recommended calling it Skullbot.
Skullbot.
Aye.
Oh, that would be cool.
It sounds like my kind of naming as well. A lot of thought put into it. What is it? It's a skull that's on a kind of robot body. What would you call it? Skullbot?
Seems logical.
Like everything here, his name's Cat. He's also Cat. Cat. Tank. By the way, just let you know, I've got a tank.
Love you.
Aye, there's a tank there.
That's good to know. You do have a tank. Well, I've got something for you.
An anti-tank gun. So we both get just sketching things and beating each other.
I think your tank's cheating. You're not allowed to play with your tank.
It's in it.
It's not allowed to join in the fight.
It's in the fight. It's there. It's just blatantly there. There's no undo.
It's happening.
Right, where we going here? So there has to be some sort of clash, didn't there? Here. Like, we can't maybe. There.
What the fuck's happening here?
What?
Oh, it was the way I kind of rotated the canvas there while I was putting down a line, and something mental happened, and I was like, nope.
So I was thinking for this kind of this middle one down here. I don't know how that
Mhm.
looked. In fact, it's a good way you're drawing. I was thinking like maybe a wee cat. I don't know if you can see that the cat came round there and your dog's coming down on it. Big dog teeth, but that's going to maybe look too. Nah, it won't be because that's a quite upward angle on it. Obviously, you can have more space here drawing your dog, but I would draw a wee cat there, and then a bunch of other cats and stuff.
Oh, like a cat and a dog proper going at it in the middle, and then the other ones are just standing around.
Filming it with their phones.
That's it. That's it, dude.
Right, so I'll kind of draw this cat here, right, and then you can put it in, and then I can
Right.
take things away whatever I need to. Right, so this is turning out to be pretty
Do you
cool.
ever, do you ever draw something, right? And then like completely, like you draw something with one angle in mind, and then while you're drawing it, you do another bit of it, and you've totally not considered the bit before, and you end up drawing things at two different angles, and it just messes with your brain.
No, not me, no. In my head, my drawings are finished before I even start them. It's a well thought out process. So sometimes I start a drawing and it doesn't even turn out like I'll draw a train, and then like an hour later I've got two dolphins fighting in clouds. I'm thinking, how did that even happen? What happened there? It's like you see people's like kind of sketches for stuff, and I always think it's nuts how people can put so much thought into like what they're going to do. I tend to just draw everything. Like my sketches just
See it?
turn into the drawings. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. That's a kind of way to get a really good visual library though. Like you like see, and to get the practice in drawing everything as well. Because I don't think you can. Like for instance, if you try to sit here right now and draw like I don't know, something that you don't really draw that much off the top of your head,
Like
you know,
dolphins.
it's not going to be.
By that time I did draw a dolphin. I drew that dolphin for Inktober, and it became it looked like a big penis, remember?
That's right.
And it was, it was like my most liked picture all through October. The first day, just a big penis in space. And
Brilliant.
I didn't even notice. It wasn't until I posted it, I think it was Claire that says, "You do know that looks like a big penis, don't you?" I'm like, no. And then I looked at it, and that was all I could see. I don't know why I do this.
I'm sick of this Apple Pencil just twisting off as well. The tip of it's constantly like it's like the pencil doesn't work and then looks up with this.
Why is that happening?
Did it never happen with yours?
No, not really, man.
Hmm.
It's not like a common thing, no.
I don't know. It seems to happen to me all the time.
Why am I so confused about the way this cat's facing? Is that not just exactly what you were talking about 2 seconds ago? Give me a wee bag. Right. Right, bag's opened. You're going to have to pick your pace up, man. I think we should just be adding plushy bombs into everything. I like that idea. See that, Saskia? See, like I ended up drawing like a picture for that March of Robots. It was a wee plushie. That's where that came from. When I had that idea of turning that bomb into a plushie that night.
That was my idea. um,
Aye, that was, I like that.
See, what gets me a lot of the time is I just need to get the see if you don't start with the right angle. I do it to myself all the time. If I don't start something with the right angle and it doesn't feel right for the rest, because I kind of got the rest of what I'm going to do in my head, and if you don't start with just that perfect angle, then it doesn't really happen.
That was like, are you deleting that whole thing up there, aye?
No,
Alright, I can just see wee rubber bits happening. That was the iconic space dolphin. I'll probably down that'll be on like my gravestone and everything. Creator of the space dolphin. And then in brackets, space penis.
not.
Right, where about with this? That's looking awesome, man. Yours is looking alright too. Aye, that's cool. This. Like your eyes. Like that kind of just dead white eyes with all the black around them.
And that's a total cop out, mate. Me just trying not to draw actual eyeballs. Sometimes I think it makes. Let's say I can draw like a whole character, and then I give them actual eyes. I give them irises or pupils, and I'm just like, not ruined it.
By the way, I
Ruined
don't
it.
draw them either. Never. The only time I do it is if I'm doing like something like a right. Oops. See, like a right cartoony one, and maybe do. That's that. That's the only time you're getting anything like that. But see, like a real eye. Let's see. I just think they always just look better, just white. So you start putting. I just think maybe it's because I can't do it. Which,
I just, I am just like that sometimes. Leave it out.
aye, it does look better out.
I'm happy with the rest of it. Let's just no do that.
See the wee idea of the guy film it. I know it was kind of funny in that, but I don't like it. I'm going to take that out because I think it's looking pretty cool, and I think putting that in takes it away from being. It could be quite an epic battle scene. If I can figure out how to draw this wee guy. You alright with that?
What's that?
I'm taking.
Here, are you taking that? That's cool, mate. Aye, that's cool. If you want to take it out, take it out, man. I thought it was kind of a cool idea, but are you feeling it's taking up too much of the panel?
I maybe add a wee guy in somewhere. I just feel as if like after looking back at what you've drew, I mean these are looking pretty cool. These 4 panels, and then we're going to put a daft camera in the bottom one. Know what I mean? What do you think? Let's put it to the chat. Should we have the cat filming, or should we make it more serious-ish? As serious as you can get as cartoon cats fighting pretty scary looking realistic dogs.
I try my best. See, I don't know. Your cats have got arms, and I don't want to. I don't know. I don't feel really reserved in giving these dogs arms and making them stand upright.
I don't think you need to.
I think I don't really want people to. I think everything looks like a furry now. Like, see if you like, I remember when I was younger and I used to draw like a dog with arms and legs and everything. You'd be like, oh, that's awesome. And now when you draw something like some sort of animal with with arms or legs, and you're just like, no, no, sorry. But your cats are different. Your cats don't look like furries.
They look more like Furbies.
Furbies.
Either there's just a kind of. I think they've just came out of being something that was dead simple to draw. I'd like to figure out when the first one is done.
I think they're great. I love the cats. More cats.
I definitely enjoy drawing them. I say they're just fun wee things.
Should they turn that tangle of cats into an NFT? I think that would do well.
I'm kind of against all that now.
Oh, is it the whole carbon emissions thing that they were talking about?
Aye, man, like I can't do it. You reckon?
Is it? Is it though?
Aye,
Is
aye.
it, or is it just that, is it just that like the people who usually make money aren't making as much money anymore because all the artists are making money,
No, it's not because
and they're like, yeah, we,
the
we
more I
need to stop.
the more I looked into it, it's just rich artists are just getting richer. So
Well,
that's all that's happening. Rich artists are getting more and more money. By the way, it's a weird thing. It's a brilliant idea, but there's a they're trying to create it so that there's. I'm trying to think what it's called. It's like a record of something, right? But all the processing power needs to go through this to do it. But they're updating it because they know who made Ether. They can update it, and it's got an update coming soon, where it's going to reduce the energy consumption by like 99%. So I feel as if I hold off and see what that's like. As you probably know though, secretly, I say secretly, last Friday I've actually still got a Rarible opened up my thing. I've got 4 NFTs up on that chart site. But since reading it, I stopped. I was doing a thing with skeleton bolts. We were going to do some stuff, and it was pretty cool, man. It was like kind of 3D cards, and we're all excited. But he was the same as me. I messaged him a big thing. It's like, listen, I'm sorry for wasting your time and that. And he's like, no, I agree. I don't really want to be involved. And as you say, I changed my diet last year because one of the same reasons. You know what I mean? So I felt as if I would be a bit of a contradiction to do one but not the other, just because I feel as if I could maybe hopefully make money off one. Do you know what I mean?
a weird thing. It is a weird thing, man, because like I feel as you know, as society deems it, you're always told, you know, if you want to live your life with no money, then become an artist, kind of thing. And I do feel that this is kind of gave power back a bit to you know to the artist, even though there's like there's things that I think it's a bit much. I was speaking to somebody and like say they spent like $140 uploading to one of these blockchains, and I'm like, it's a lot of money, man. That's like a lot of money just to like get your piece um, up on one of these things, you know, with the hope that you're going to sell something.
Aye, it cost me. I think I've spent maybe about £160 all in for the 4. No, that's not true. That's not true. 120. 10, 20. Quite a mistake that again. 100. It's something to do with gas prices and things like that. So it is. Depending on how busy the network is at the time of you doing it, means it's costing more.
Right.
But the dearest I paid to put one up was 40.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It was one of them
Like,
was nice, one of them like £20, things like that, which is fine as well.
I suppose if you get like if you even sell one, you know, and you make that back, then you know you're winning.
Aye, but I think that's the whole thing as well, that you sell that and then you try to transfer the money over to your account and there's a charge of £120 for that and all.
What?
Aye, it's weird, there's charges everywhere for doing any kind of transaction, there's money needs to be paid. So I think you need to make a lot of money before you can make anything. Hopefully it gets.
Well,
It's maybe something. I definitely think it's something that might get better. Some more options down the line. Um, but
I just think. Sorry, on you go.
as it stands now, it's something that I don't really want to get involved in. I think it's. I was super excited about it too, and then. Aye, I'll leave it. I'll just work on other stuff. I've got loads of other. That's the same we're talking earlier on. So many things that you're planning on doing, and then that came
Of
along,
course,
and I pure shelved hundreds of
of
stuff.
course.
I spent like a whole week just concentrating on that, and that's a long time. You think about it, really, to stop and doing other stuff.
Well, like you can just look at it as you've already got stuff there. Do you know
Aye,
what I mean? So you've done it and you've put it there. So um, just let it fly. See what happens.
Aye, hopefully somebody just finds them and buys them off me. Well, look how awesome that is. I'm going to buy that. Here's
I just
£700.
think, I just think the thing with like I've been a fan of people's like everydays, like his everyday stuff for ages, man.
By the way,
Like
is that him?
ages, years, man,
Is,
years.
is that him that done the broken Pikachu and all that?
Aye,
The big giant one?
aye, mate. Aye, all the things that you see and you're like, whoa, look at that, that's awesome.
Aye, his stuff is
Aye,
cool.
mate, he spends like 2 hours. That's like 2 hours work, and he spends like 2 hours every day and just does like knocks out a wee bit of thing and puts it on social media. He's did it for like 15 years or some shit like that, and it like the whole idea. I remember last year when he was selling um like 1,000. I think there was 1,000 of them, and he was selling them for like $1,000. I think each one of them were, and it was like a physical piece, but it was the NFT in like a physical piece. So like it played like it was like a wee digital photo frame, and they had the token and everything there. And,
Right.
like it was selling these for like £1,000 a piece, and like it was like 1,000 these like easy every days, and he got like 100 of them. I don't know. Anyway, he went ahead and sold them, and these were the things that kind of started everything started to go mental with. And now the guy, I think the other day, won his like it's like a collection. It's like a big collage of all the different ones that he's done, all in the one kind of on the one square, and that sold for was it 69 million? I think 69 million. It was. Aye, some shit like that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was, man.
That's absolutely nuts.
A lot of money, dude. A lot of money.
Aye, but it seems to be like the only reason somebody would buy them, right, is because they would think that they're going to go up in value.
Or to kind of take all that money that they don't use and invest it somehow, so that they know that they've got something that's worth a certain amount. I think that's the thing with the NFTs, isn't it? They kind of keep a value as long as the cryptocurrency holds its value.
Well, if nobody wants to buy it, then not really. Do you know what I mean? Because they can say, aye, that's worth 68 million, but if nobody wants to buy that, then it's not worth anything, no matter how much you kid on it is.
Oh, it's true. That's very true. Um, but I don't know. It's a strange. It's a strange thing because it just kind of. I know it's been about for a long time, but it just kind of popped into
Aye,
like popped onto my radar
there was
about a month ago.
in January there was something like $2 million spent on NFTs, and in February there was $98 million spent in NFTs, and that most of that was for the last 2 days in February. So I think it was just on loads of people's, and everybody's just kind of buying them up and putting theirs out. Somebody made a lot of money. Somebody who's not making art made a lot of money off people like me. I mean, where do these charges go to? Do you know what I mean?
Aye, well, this is the thing, man. They're going somewhere,
Aye.
and I take it it's straight to the people who own that specific site. They must be making an absolute fortune now. They're the real winners.
Aye, totally. They won't be. I seen the
There's
1000 all
a
that pull out doing his. Aye, but maybe next year there'll be something else. Or aye, sometime soon anyway. We can get on board with and make some money for art.
Well, it's I was saying to my missus the other day. It's like it's it's one of these weird things. Cause I'm thinking to myself, is it went up like is it like did organised crime? Did people like severely organised and severely integrated in organised crime hear about these things and they're like, oh man, that's where they put all the dirty money. Just whack it into cryptocurrency, buy some of this NFT shit, and then we're cool. We've got all our money there, nobody can touch it.
Aye, like. You need to kind of watch what you say. I think you're on Twitch, aren't you, right? But I mean, see if somebody. I don't know how serious Twitch is, but aye, dirty money.
Aye, dirty money. And I was just like, because it's the weirdest thing ever. I watched a documentary about how like a lot of the gangsters in like places in Africa have stopped selling drugs and stuff like that, and they started selling plastic bags.
What?
No joke, because plastic's been banned in a lot of places in Africa, obviously, because that's where it all ends up. That's where a lot of it ends up, washed up in the beach and washed up. So there's places that have completely and utterly made plastic bags illegal. Like you cannot sell plastic bags. Yet you walk through the markets, and they've all got plastic bags, and they're all getting them for these groups, and some of them are actually they'll make plastic bags. Instead instead of making drugs, they're making plastic bags.
Right, guys, everybody, we're changing this operation round. Everybody get rid of their plants on the worth end now. Let's let's get into this plastic bag market. I mean, surely that to me seems so wrong. I mean, I thought that would be like a hard market to be making money in nowadays. But what do I
The,
know? I'm not
the,
a big drug lord for Africa.
the business of destroying the planet, mate. That's a big business.
Uh-huh.
Right, let's see what you've got. I've been zoomed in for a wee while. How do you think we're getting on, guys? Is it a winner? Spaceboy, you've got to get mauled
Uh,
because he's got to bite this wee guy and he's got to blow up. That's my logic anyway. It's like a draw battle.
what? Yeah, a bag full of explosives. I need to make sure it's a. I need to make sure it's a kill shot then, don't I?
Aye.
Oh no, your cat's mouth's getting in this dog's. Your cat's head's getting in this dog's mouth straight away.
But this one back here's got laser hands.
Laser hands.
Aye, look, it's like an Iron Man cat.
Awesome. I'm giving this. I'm giving this dog like a mech suit.
And then we'll just do some black shapes. Fill out the background. See how that looks. It's weird not being able to just pinch and zoom. Totally nuts, man. And I'll kind of wait until you've started drawing some before I kind of fill in these spaces. Definitely getting the hang of this a wee bit more, but I sometimes just stay on the move. And I'm trying to draw things and I'm just moving the page about the screen.
I've did that as well. It's your kind of hand kind of hits the wee hand shape on the sidebar.
On the left?
Mm-hmm.
How did your
Oh
hand?
no, you're right-handed, aren't you?
Are you left-handed?
You, aye.
I didn't realise that, man. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm not like I'm not thinking about it. Oh fuck, man! How much stuff have I said about people with left hands? Handy people, rather, not just people with left hands.
I've got a left hand.
Shite.
Like, I just imagine you use smudgings all the time. So we get kind of some tattoos. Just need to get things to add to fill out this time that I spend just waiting. This is exactly what happens when we paint as well.
Yep.
Oh, you've got another person's a left-hander. The sick puppy's left-handed.
Brilliant. Left-handedness is a sign of greatness. I heard.
I'm right-handed and left-footed.
Well, I'm not particularly good with any of my feet. So.
Well, I wouldn't say that now. The older I'm getting, man, I'm struggling to even do things like walking. Never mind anything else. Oh, we've got another follow. McNeely, how you doing? See, we're still not sure what we do when people do this. Thanks for the follow. I know, McNeely.
Yeah, thank you.
We're drawing for people that have just joined in. Do you do that? Do you repeat yourself? Is that a thing, or does that start to annoy folk that have been here since the start? Talk to you.
Oh, talk to me. Sorry, man. Sorry, I was engrossed in a bit there. Sorry, what did you say?
Like, do we
Repeat myself.
do we no, you're not. No, you're not saying anything. Do we kind of go over what we're doing again? I'm going to anyway. Right, this is looking cool.
I know. Yeah.
So
Just kind of messing about. Drawing some dogs and some cats about to fight.
do you know the only thing that I don't like about this? We've got this weird sized canvas, and I really like this. And you can't do anything with it now. You need to practice your multitasking skills, by the way. I'm going to.
Oh. Well, you sounded dead low there in my ear. It's kind of creepy.
Do you know? It's a whispering. Don't know if maybe I need to move the mic because sometimes I'm getting quite. See, because I'm trying not to zoom in as much, I'm getting right close into the page. And maybe I'm going too far away from the mic. You need to pick up the pace, man.
Alright, how you doing, mate?
That's the quote Bridge coming out.
It was a bit of a heavy breathing situation. Maybe for the wardrobe or something.
Who have we still got in? Who have we got? There we go, some tattoos. You're probably going to bite into that, and I'm going to need to rub it out, but that's fine. Not doing me now. Has anybody been enjoying this is one of the things that came up last week when we were talking about the March of Robots. That was a bit that was pure cringy about. Only say like William Spaceboy has been writing the descriptions for the wee drawings I'm doing. And kind of just doing it day to day. They're pretty cool. The one today, I really liked that, the wee poem. Thought that was brilliant actually.
That wrote itself, man. I was like, I was kind of sitting thinking, oh, what am I going to do for this? And that just came out
I'm
on the toilet. Yeah,
I'm a day shift for the next 3 days.
I'll send you a bunch then, dude.
I need one tonight, or I'm going to have to write it again.
No, I'll send you one. I'll send you one after we finish it.
I feel bad saying that. Where is it?
Oh, sorry.
We start messaging things like that. Where's my drawing? Or my writing? I've told you about this.
Fucking geese it now. Right, you stupid wee dick.
Some badges. Aye, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's cool. I'm off for 7 days after that, so I think I'm going to do some more stuff with it. But the way it's going now is cool.
Oh, I like it. It's been fun, man.
I say
I think my favourite description so far has been the wee emotional enabler. You know, the wee fridge.
aye.
I know it's probably not supposed to be a fridge, man, but I was looking at it, and the more I looked at it, I was just like, that looks like it could be a fridge.
That's just the whole point. Though it can be whatever. I'll send stuff to you. You send things back. You send descriptions. I create stuff from that. It's been quite good. I've drew some.
It's been good fun, man.
It's just it makes it feel as if I'm changing things up for the norm. Do you know what I mean?
It does get boring drawing the same thing over and over again sometimes, man. You get feel a bit stagnant with it.
Like cats. Who was it that suggested the cats and the dogs? Was it in the stream last week?
I did a commission for a girl, and she commented on the last post, the post for last week,
Right.
and said about dogs and cats. You should do one with dogs and cats now. And I was just like, and cats? And you're like, that sounds like a plan.
So we need to try and figure out what we're going to do. I think this setup that we're going to do like a wee comic panel is what we're maybe going to do all the time. So instead of just drawing a random drawing, it'll be...
Aye.
The reason being is sometimes when we're just doing one drawing, you might finish it. At least when we're doing it this way, it breaks up the page, gives us more things to draw, and it tells like a wee narrative.
Aye, like in times like this, you know, when I spent too much time at the start fucking about with Twitch, trying to get the comments up, you steamed ahead, and you can just go about and add wee bits and pieces in like you've been doing.
You can say your excuses all you want, but we do know that every single week we're going to be in the same position every time.
That's it, mate. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Right. What I can do right now is I can put a big bastard dog's head run about your cat's head. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now.
You get that space. I'll be back in 2 seconds, alright? How's it going? How's the chat now going?
No, fine.
That's really good.
You better laugh.
looking cool, that. Definitely feel like we could do that. Yeah, 10 viewers, that's good. Put 12 on last one, didn't we? I didn't. I know. And I didn't even do that whole, knowing we got a bunch of viewers last time. When I done the stream. No, I've turned it off. Oh no, I've done.
No.
That. I'm glad I never says anything bad there.
Did we heard you talking about everybody?
I thought I'd, I thought I'd muted it. I was asking how it's going in that. Actually, how's it going, Claire? Is it alright? Is it alright? I thought I'd put it on mute and she's like, ah well, eh? You learn, don't you? You learn. Just going right for the face.
Well, his teeth are sunk in.
Like, even
I
though
need you. I need you to rub that ear out.
Aye, no worries. I was kind of leaving you more space. What can you 2 seconds. Stop drawing it now. Because when you're drawing, it comes up a big William Space Boy, and I can't see
Right,
anything.
there you go.
I move it out of the way. Then it's still there. Like maybe.
I've stopped now.
Aye, but touch your pencil
It's
somewhere
just-
else away from the screen.
Oh, it's away from the screen, dude. It's just a bit. It's a bit of lag, I think.
That's what am I deleting here? Just that.
I look round to see that wee bit up the side as well,
There.
like here. You see where I'm pointing?
That's you.
That's it. Aye, that's it.
That's you.
Up there, aye. That's cool.
That's your line. It's there. The
Like
lines
that.
are yours.
No, I think they're yours, dude.
No, I'm telling you. Look.
Are they mine? Alright, okay.
Look,
I know you're shouting, they're yours, lad. I'm like, no, mate.
I think you'll find
No,
them
no,
yours.
no. Alright.
Aye, because I was going to give you the same amount of space as me, but I think the time you're taking, I can just start adding stuff in here, can't I?
I'm going to bring his body kind of round this way.
Aye, that's fine. His mad body armour with the bone on it. I watched a cool thing last night. Trying to remember what it was called. It was Santoala. It's like a documentary about these people from Holland moved to a wee village in Spain, and there's only like one other family living there. And then like the husband goes missing. It's pretty cool, man. It's dead interesting. It's a bit scary. Like, see, when we were watching it, we couldn't figure out, is this a film or is it a documentary?
Oh, I like it when they kind of do that with films now, or documentaries. They kind of I think it's the quality of the film. A lot of the time, you're just like you're not used to seeing that in a documentary.
It's just
Or was it the actual?
just the way it starts and everything. No, it was the way it starts is the guy's walking down a wee rural path, and there's an old guy sitting. And he looks at him and he's filming it. And the old guy looks as if he's going to whack him with his cane. He's like, I'm not going to do it with the camera on, are you? And he just whacks. The camera just cuts out, and that's how it starts. And I think what's happened? What's going on? And, but aye, it's definitely worth checking out.
I
That's
like
it.
a good documentary.
I'll leave some
I
down.
just finished One Division there. That was
I think we need to watch
that
it.
was
We've seen
awesome.
this just finished on it. That was brilliant.
Excellent, man. I was very, very dubious at the start of it, and then like as it got into it, I was just like, "Oh, this is awesome!"
I,
Um,
I was not even looking forward to it at all, and just I was instantly hooked on it. I thought it was brilliant.
I was just, I was unsure at first because I was just like, I, I didn't quite get from what I had. It sat there, like it's been the whole season's aired before I actually started watching it. And I always just, I went to start it quite a few times and I was like, are they going to do this whole sitcom thing? You know? But I don't want to say too much about it in case people haven't watched it. But yeah, it was definitely, it definitely lived up to what Marvel had been doing for the past few years. I was worried about that when they started to make TV shows. I just didn't want them to be, for lack of a better word, shite.
Aye.
Um,
You'd be gutted.
but
It feels as if like you'd lost like, a family member or something.
I know it's like fuck's sake, man. Iron Man's already. Oh no, wait a minute. People haven't seen Endgame.
If people have not seen Endgame, then that's their fault. I mean, if somebody wants to see Endgame by now, well, I've seen it. There's nobody going to be like, I don't believe you just spoiled Endgame for me. I mean, well, it was like a year and a half ago, or a year ago.
Well, if you've not seen Endgame, fuck you then. Aye.
Aye, there's surely you've just do like a blob next to my wee guy's bag here. But it's got me kind of like I wasn't really looking forward to One Division, right? But it turned out brilliant. But now it's made me think that how can Winter Soldier be better? Falcon the Winter
Oh,
Soldier. I've got a funny
oh,
feeling
dude,
that she.
just that bit in the trailer where he's flying in the planes with the planes, man. That was amazing.
Aye, right, but action isn't what makes you love something. There might be a good action scene in something, but you never can say that's my favourite film ever. Do you know what I mean? It needs to have more than that. And I've got a funny feeling it is just going to be like an expensive Agents of Shield, which I like Agents of Shield, but One Division that's been a different caliber. I mean, where can they really go with Winter Soldier and Falcon?
I suppose.
Obviously, I don't know because I don't write, and they are professional writers, so they've probably got hundreds of great ideas. But it's definitely set a high standard for the shows. I think.
I think what they're trying to do is bring the two of them out so close together. I mean, they seem like two totally different shows
Aye,
in the sense of there was a lot of kind of focus in the drama and like closure for you know for everything that was happening there. Oh, what's that? What's that say?
rub that out, rub it out. That
Oh shit! Right, sorry, I didn't know that was mine again. There we go.
I did mention it, but I thought right, he's not listening really, so I'll just draw over it. What's going on? What's happening? What else his alarm could be then? His alarm. Do you see you're going to have. It's going to be coming like that. You're going to have a paw over him.
Yes, mate.
Two maybe. But that one would
Aye.
be behind that.
No, just the one, just the one. Here, kind of over. I don't want to cover up too much of the tattoo. What if
I only done name
what
just.
if I had him?
Don't worry about that. I mean, there's not really a lot of quality drawn went into that tattoo.
What if I had if I had these like an arm? We'll just leave that one out.
I'm going to. You're not going to be using this space here then. I just.
That space probably not.
I'll just start putting stuff in it now, right? Because I see where it looked.
I want to keep this. See this space like here. Like see
Aye,
up above here. Like this space. We'll use that space.
right.
But like if you want to put anything down the bottom there, then that's cool.
I'll just draw like things. I won't draw just something. I made that big deal of drawing there, and now I'm just totally went a mad blank. No idea what to put in it. Like,
What am I doing?
you know what? This was where the wee mobile phone guy can go. Add it in small at the side. Concentrating now while I try to do a dog biting a cat's head. There we go. Right, we get a wee guy video on it. Anyway, this was making his dead current and stuff. We're down with the kids. Mobile phones and that. Kids have mobile phones. See the everyone is. The new Monster Hunter. You getting that? Did we talk about it last week? Feels as if that's something that pure rung a bell.
I can't get it.
I want it, but I can't remember the last time I actually played a game. Do you know
Dude, I love the like I said, the last one that I played was on the PSP, and it was a long time ago.
that? Am I rubbing
But
this out? Sorry. Is this hands?
aye, yes, mate, brilliant. The last one I had was in the PSP, and I've not had well, I had a PlayStation that worked at the time, but I didn't have any pals that wanted to play it with me, so I remember saying to them, I was like, "Oh, guys, the Monster Hunter World's coming out," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Monster Hunter," and they're like, "Right, we'll go and check it out. We'll go and check it out, right?" And I got a message back the next day, and it just said, "No, load of shite, cats that cook your dinner. No, don't think so." And I was just, it's just like, right, I didn't really know what to say to that one because I was like, right, they've got me there. It's a bit of a quirky game, but the gameplay in it is outstanding, and the monsters and everything. But that's just
It's definitely
that's just me.
not for everybody.
I did love it though, man, and I'd love to I'd new one, but my PlayStation's not worth a shit, so I don't really think I'm going to get the chance.
I think it's
And
only for the Switch, this one.
Oh, is it?
Aye.
Oh, so is it not like is it not like is it not like a new
World?
like Monster Hunter World? Is it like a sequel to that or?
I think some of their games are always kind of weird, aren't they? They don't really tie on for each other.
No, they don't. They don't. I suppose they're all kind of set in the same world, but it seems like they only seem to release them when the technology changes, and they're like, oh, yeah, we can do more with this game now. Let's put another one out.
Aye, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. So now I'll just go pure silent for ages. 3 weeks, won't hear from me. Nothing.
I kind of get like that with games sometimes as well, which is why I don't. I stop playing for a good while,
Aye.
and
It's like I can't come on the date stream. I'm hunting a Pookie.
hunting a what?
A Pookie.
A pookie.
See when somebody else says it. A Pookie. It's like a. I don't know how to describe it. Like a bird bat thing. With a tail that spits out poison. Like a worm. Don't know.
That sounds unpleasant.
It's awesome.
The design of
Aye, man.
the design of the monsters and it always is. Are you putting like a sword across this way or something?
Maybe aye. I don't know. I'll see. I might take it out. I'm just drawing things. Just ignore what's there. Do you know what I mean? You just take what you're taking, and then I'll just draw through it if you need to. Do you know what I mean? I'll take it away if I'm not using it. Just maybe fill in the space if we need to do it.
Where's this cat's body coming? Is it like down here and round? Or is that just his tail? And like how far's his body coming?
That's his head, right? So if there's a wee let's see, can I change colours? There's like a wee head there, right? So that'd be his skull facing that way, and then his spine would go around here, and then he'd have wee hips and his wee legs would be like there.
Alright, cool.
That's his wee arm and his other arm would be. A flame sword. You going for that?
Odd here.
Oh, I'm still blue.
I think it's that.
You want me to rub anything out?
Come in. Sorry, no, I'm rubbing out. Give me a wee sec. I'm rubbing out.
What I've realised is
Just gonna like you.
the more concentration we put into the art, so there's got to be a trade off. Is the art got to be better or less chat? It's finding that balance in it. When there's concentration going on, nobody's saying anything.
No. It's that thing when you're see when you've not like sketched out a scene like this. It's always weird. Like I was talking about earlier about getting the angles. Like if an angle doesn't work right when I'm looking at it, it kind of knocks off in my head where the rest of the drawing's gone. And I keep seeming to do it. Keep seeming to do it here when I'm zooming in and out and shit like that.
That's dead loud, that, isn't it? It's dead loud. Thanks for the follow. We got another one. We're doing alright. We got a few tonight. Gaston, thanks a lot, mate. Cheers for the follow. Appreciate it. Not long now until we're internet famous, Space Boy.
Well, about time into it.
That's it.
But I don't know why, but like I feel like getting this dug a monocle just because of the way his nose is turned up here.
Aye, go for it. Makes him look like some sort of general in that as well. He's given some stripes if he's got arms.
Oh shit. Wait.
So maybe go like there. That would maybe be his shoulder. Is that what yours?
It was the way I had him kind of like that before, but it was annoying me. So I'm taking a different strategy here. It's slightly kind of like where you were there, but slightly more angled towards like almost like a we're seeing most of his front rather than
Right. There we go, just adding some wee extra bits in that. Some finishing touches. This is the wee beads and that going out like that. Just keep adding things, I guess, now. There we go, it make him even more Iron Man. Some sort of mad chest blaster. Just looks like a speaker actually. Does everybody in the chat know that I've got a comic book out called Tuesday? It's not actually called Tuesday, it's called The Sequel to Monday. And then in brackets Tuesday. It's on Amazon. It's pretty cool.
go get a hold of it.
Aye.
I can attest to the fact that it's a lot of work went into it, and it's very cool.
I think it was supposed
Very
to be
cool.
20 odd pages to start with and it ended up 82. It nearly broke me. It nearly did. But it was it's not something that I don't think I would do anything as big as that again. But I'm glad I done it. It was definitely a learning experience. At the time, he doesn't seem that bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, just another couple of pages. And sometimes I was sitting down, I had like 40 odd pages still to go. And like, I would need that for like next month. I'm like, I need to draw 40 pages in like 30 days. That's nuts. I think I've done it in a year. I think most of it was just putting it off.
Turned out well in the end.
Aye, I'm pretty happy with it. There is bits. I know sometimes it's a wee bit of a hard read. It gets a bit confusing at places, but I guess it's my first one. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that one I did for the book club was like you can get that if anybody wants to read that, they can go to hillheadbookclub.co.uk and there's a free PDF available on the website for it, or you can just type it into Google. It's the message, it's called. There was like a menu for a bar that I did, like a cocktail menu, but they asked me to do a comic book for it, like a little 10-page thing. So it was like the first proper, like Craig was saying, it was like the first proper thing that I had to come up with a story and everything for it, and I had to sit down, come up with the characters and shit, and it was. I cried. I'll say that. I'll say that much. I don't. I don't mind admitting that. I cried once or twice, um, trying to get my ideas out.
It worked,
Like,
mate.
you ever get that frustrated with things sometimes, and you're just like, I know how I want it to look, but it's not looking that way.
Aye, aye.
Do you know what I mean?
It turned out brilliant. So if you're going to check out the tour, make sure you check mine out first, because I feel as if that's his first one, you're going to compare them. I'd rather you read mine first, rather than reading his and then comparing that to that.
Not at all, mate. Not at all. It was you did a great job, man. Ah, I mean, if you look at it, it's just like Craig was saying a minute ago. It's just one of the things where you're the first kind of, it's the first time you've did something um, outside your comfort zone, and you're like, right, wait a minute, I'm not usually used to drawing things like this. And then somebody asks you to, like, and you know they offer you a lot of money, and they're like, hey, draw this for me, and you're like, I can do that.
Aye,
I can do that.
do you draw comics? Aye, I draw comics. What are you looking for? Aye, I can do that, no bother. Done hunters, except that. No, I can't because they're confidential.
I've
Contracts
been
and
kind of used to drawing my own kind of comic book stuff for like ever since I was a kid. That's what I was into. But like as far as drawing, as far as like coming up with everything within a month, like a story and everything like that, I was like, man, this is not going to happen in a month. And they're like, we need it to happen in a month. And I was like, listen, like, it's not going to happen in a month. Like, it's not going to happen within a month. A whole comic book. That's not going to happen.
used to have came to
Like
me.
coming up.
I'd have done it in a month. No bother. A month, I'd have
I'd
done
have
it.
done it in a month for half the price.
Aye, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. The story would have been rotten. It would have made absolutely no sense, but it'd be finished.
Yeah, wait a minute. Have you read the one I did?
By the way, I thought yours was pretty cool, man. I really liked it.
Oh, mate. Oh, thank you. It was. It didn't really. It didn't really get edited heavily. Let's put it that way. Like the story I wrote before was truer to Glasgow than the one that was in the final. Um, I get told to leave out quite a few things. One of my favourite things for one of my favourite things for the whole process was because it's animals instead of people that were living in Glasgow. The whole story centres around like a seahorse detective, and because it was animals, I was thinking to myself, you know, I'll put a wee spin in that, you know, I'll put humans in an animal's position, and I did this shot. One of the concepts for one of the panels was a shot of them looking down, like for one of the Glasgow rooftops, and looking down onto the two characters as they're walking along. And on the rooftop, like to the right of the panel, is a nest, and inside the nest is like a bunch of babies, like with wings, like we. Just looks like a wee baby with wings, and like they're all screaming for something to eat, and there's like a mum bird coming in. It's like it got a human's face and everything, and they're just like, no, no, that's not the crowd we're going for. That's far too creepy.
Maybe this was fake, because that totally sounds as if that should be in a Worlds Collide. That is one of the things that needs to happen.
I also changed the statue called outside the Gallery of Modern Art again.
I don't know. I'm not good with things like that.
The one that always gets the cone put in it.
I know what one you mean, but I don't know what it is called.
Oh well, that I did that, and it was the person that was riding it was the Duke of Wellington. Oh,
That does
it
ring a
was
bell.
it was the his head was on the horse's neck, and well, it was a human's face, and I put the horse's head on the the guy that's riding it, and they let that in. You know, so I don't know why they didn't let the little rooster, the little gutter babies in, the winged gutter babies.
Oh, something just happened there. The whole thing moved.
It moved.
Aye, on mine.
Oh shit! Whoa! Down at the bottom.
Everything, the whole
I
lot.
see that. All your stuff's moved, dude.
Alright, was that me? How did I do that with there then, right?
That's your layer, dude. I think you've moved your layer.
No, it looks as if everything, because the world's glide icon's gone.
Oh, there, dude. Wait a minute.
It's you that's moved.
This is weird. I can't see.
You've moved. Can you undo it? Can you just keep undoing?
Undo's stuck. Oh no! Don't do this to me.
It was going so well.
I know Undo's stuck, dude. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's my internet connection, what it is.
Can you move your layer? Like, is there a whole...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right. There we go. I'll get that back in line. Sort that out. How's that, dude?
It's
Do
not,
it
it's,
up a wee bit.
it's not moved on mine yet. Oops. Oh, there we go. Yay.
Is that it?
Crisis
Right, cool.
averted. That was actually quite scary. I'm happy with what we've done here. Sick Poppy says that sounds amazing. I think he's talking about your bird people.
Oh, the bird people. Well, you know what? I kind of enjoyed it as well. And like I'd made all the rats because the River Clyde is where the kind of story starts. Is in the River Clyde, and I'd made all the rats in the River Clyde junkies. So they were all, and like as soon as this guy gets off, like one of them comes up and asks him for a quid, and he's just like I'm sorry, I've not got any money, and like very quickly they all start to like show up, and some of them are like, oh, can I get your gloves? Can I get your hat? Oh, some hat, big man. And they just all kind of swarm around until there's hundreds of them, and they're all chasing them. But they said, no, that's a bit too violent. And I was like, there's nothing violent in it. They don't catch him. But yes, it's
I like the sound of that and all. I definitely think that's rats. Huddles are rats that just follow you about.
oh, they say the whole idea was that they'd all chase him and then they'd scarp him when the big cat comes. But again, you know, I didn't get to do that. And there was supposed to be a second one because I did a load of other stuff for it as well, and they never gave me the opportunity to do the second one.
Right.
So, you know, shit happens like that sometimes. You might like it, other people don't. What can you do?
Aye, people like the sound of it.
Well, you can go if you want to. If you want to go and have a look at it, you can get it. You can download it for free. Just type in the message. Hillhead Book Club, the message, and you should be able to get the link will be there at the top of Google to download it. I'll have a swatch.
What is it? That's a pub, innit?
Um, something like that. Some sort of wobbly. Oh, what the one at the top?
The Hillhead Book Club.
Oh, I thought you said, "Is that a pub?" And I was like, no. The Hillhead Book Club. It's a pub. It's a bar.
A bar.
Um,
Sorry. A bar.
oh no, mate! It's mate. Oh, definitely, mate. It's not a pub. You walk into it and you're like, oh, it's definitely not a pub. It looks amazing inside. It was like an old bank or something. It was. They've got like. It's one
Witherspoons
of
and
the
an old bank.
coolest.
That's definitely a pub.
Oh no, it was. This is one of the coolest pubs I've ever been into. Because when I first heard about the job, I was like, excellent. I'll go and see what the place is like, obviously, because I was like, you don't know really what your audience is going to be. So um, when I went, I was just like, hey, I don't go out to drink much, but I'd fucking come here. I'd come here, be sad, just drink coffee and draw things.
I used to like for that. I used to like going into town buying comics, sitting in that Borders. Is it Borders? Is it the comic shops in them?
Oh,
The
Borders.
coffee shops.
Yeah, the one on is it the one that used to be in Buchanan Street?
I don't see. I'm murdered at remembering things like that as well. Aye,
Off,
maybe.
mate, you're going back a bit as well. You're going back about like 15 years.
Aye, really?
Mhm. Mhm.
Man, I just realise how we're getting old.
Oh, it's that was one of my favourite. That was one of my favourite things. Places to go, uh, as well, because when we were younger, we used to go in there. And, in fact, I'm not even going to tell that story. I'm going to tell that story. I was in danger of seriously incriminating myself there, and I was like, no, I'll not even get to that story.
By the way, if it's 15 years ago, is that not? There must be some sort of hint to that. Unless you murdered somebody and then like, we need to think about something else.
All right, well, I'll come clean now. We used to we used to get the magazines. We used to be like reading like a hip hop magazine, and now the free CDs you used to get outside of them.
Aye.
We just used to be like, oh, free CD, amazing. And I remember like every Saturday when we were like 17, leaving Borders with like a handful of CDs. And so they never bought the magazines, right?
Ah, it's shocking.
Oh man.
I see. I wasn't.
But
I wasn't as
that's
cool as that. I was probably stealing off like the wee. When it was comic magazines for me, it was like things like the wee planes you would make. So I'm having that, and I'm talking. I was maybe 22 at the time.
I did. That's right. That's just before it shut. That must have been just before it shut, man.
I've never stolen anything.
Because neither have I.
I
I merely procured those
uh,
for educational purposes, and
that means it's free.
well, it did say free CD on the front of the magazine, right? It didn't stipulate, you know,
I'm sure it
that
did.
you had to buy the magazine.
I'm sure it would have. I'm sure it says something about it on it. I walked out Asda's with a can of silly string one time by mistake, and I went back in because I felt pure guilty.
And I bet they were looking at you like, what?
Aye, a bit like that.
Right, cool, mate. Aye.
Cheers.
Who the fuck cares?
Aye, that was mortifying.
Oh, it's funny. Like I took Corey to took the 3-year-old to the shop the other day, and when I'm putting stuff in the bag, I'm being served, I'm putting stuff in the bag. I either put my backpack on the counter and then put my stuff in. And I like the hat. I usually put stuff in my bag, and he just stands like in front of me. I have to kind of box him in because he's a runner. So,
Aye.
um, so like I've got him all kind of boxed in, and like I put my bag down for a second while I'm paying for the stuff, and then so my bag's open, and I walk out the shop, get halfway down the road. He says, "Dad, can I have my chocolate egg?" And I'm like, "Right, okay." Go into the bag to get a Kinder Egg out, and see that I've got a chocolate orange in my bag that I never paid for. And I'm like, where did this come from? And Cody went, "I got it for mummy. I put it in the bag for mummy. I thought she would have some chocolate." And I was like, "Right, okay, that's you can't do that. That's bad. That's stealing." And he was like, "But am I being bad?" And I was just like, and then like, the wee eyes started to water and everything. And I was like, "It's all right. We'll fix it.
Aye.
Don't worry about it. We'll fix it."
Well, eat it quickly so nobody knows. Don't tell anybody.
Just get it back in the bag quickly. Come on, let's go home. We'll never speak of this again. Unless we're streaming. And we'll tell how many people are listening.
Aye, and then I'm going to put this up on YouTube as well. It'll be on there, and then we'll become internet famous. And then people will be
And then-
listening back.
And there's me.
And that poor
You'll have
guy,
the owners of Borders try to sue me.
that poor guy that got accused of stealing the chocolate orange when he was doing the stock check. Get sacked. Old James gets sacked that night. So he did. "James, we told you. There's too many things going missing." It's like, "We told you there can't be any more chocolate oranges going missing. This is the last one. That's it. You need to leave off the premises." Horrible. His wife left him, went home. It's like, "Listen, I've been sacked." That's him. Massive depression.
Fuck, man.
Club is an American professional soccer club based in Columbus, Ohio.
Alexa. Stop.
Who was that?
Alexa.
Alexa started telling us about a place in Ohio.
A place what?
In Ohio?
Alright, okay.
By the way, I was just putting things in there because it's getting late. So just
Aye,
fill
I
out the
d-
space, man.
I don't have Alexa.
No, I've got a few of them. I've got a few in the house. Aye, I like them. People say, "Oh, you know they're listening to everything." Don't really care. But
Aye, so's your phone.
Aye.
Um,
I'm not hiding
I-
anything.
I personally don't, I think she's creepy. I don't like it. I like it when Google as well, on my phone, just decides to join in a conversation when you're sitting having a conversation. I'm like, no.
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever been sitting having a conversation and I don't know what it's called. It's like you say, "Okay, Google," and then Google's like, "Right, what do you want to know?"
Well, see,
Well, sometimes like
I don't think I've got that set up.
sometimes. Have you know? Right, that's good. Don't set it up because I can't switch off.
Aye, I didn't know I could do that. No.
It's like all I've got every single time me and Nicky are sitting having a conversation, all I hear is, "Oh, I can help you with that," and I'm just like, "No, you can't. No, you can't."
You're
Or you
creeping out.
get I was giving the oldest one into trouble last week, and they started to tell me something about fucking like bike hire or something. And I was like, I don't care. I actually don't care. It was something random it started talking about. I was like, I don't care about that. Like, stop listening to my conversations and think it's like that person. You ever been at like a party or something and like somebody just walks up and just starts to talk as if they know what he's talking about or starts to laugh? That's what she's like.
That's like me.
That's what.
I'm that person at the party. So that was happening, guys. Good one.
Oh, we can no longer be friends.
I hear that a lot and all. But see this line here? This line? Oops. Can you rub out that line there?
Oh, that's this one. Yeah.
Aye, that was your.
That was a lot of circles. That was a lot of circles there, mate. I just tried to decipher well when I was doing a bit.
Right, so let's see. Just add some stuff. Generic shapes. I don't know, I've got a 5-year-old who's upstairs. He's got the toilet. And it sounds as if it's an elephant. I always remember I used to hear, when we were playing with my mates, we used to play Destiny, and one of the people had kids staying above them, and you could hear it through the chat, and you think, what are they doing? And then I had kids, and kids have no understanding of how to be soft on their feet. It's as if every step he takes is just constantly stomping everywhere they go.
Does that person have a steel drum band in his living room?
That's
Well, it's not at all. It's one child.
it's one child.
Like I'm constantly shouting like, "What's that noise?" And like my wee boy's like, "What, Dad?" I was just banging this hammer on the doors, like a wee plastic hammer. I'm just like, "Why?" And he's like, "I'm fixing stuff." I was like, "That's the opposite of fixing stuff. Stop it, right? just don't do that."
Aye, they're so loud, man. I feel as if we're going to have to build on this. This is pretty epic.
I'm slightly unhappy about my dog that's biting the head. I don't know what it is. I don't like. I think it's the jaws, the way the nose is. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it. It's cool. It's cool.
It looks fine, man. It looks good. It looks as if he's mid biting, as if his jowls are flattened up because he's just smashed his head down.
Pardon me. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use that wee magic selection tool, put the nose up there, and it makes it far better.
Can't tell yet because it's a big.
There you go. See me getting better at it. See me getting better at it now.
Yeah, and I'll fix it for you, right?
Although, what I can't work it is where is that other panel?
That wee line there adds to it. That's it. Perfect.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we've got that's a wicked intense panel on the bottom. It's looking cool, man. Definitely is. This is just us kind of freestyling. Freestyler. Does anybody watch? I probably said this last time as well, and I forgot. People just do nothing.
No.
You need to watch it. It's one of the funniest things you'll ever watch.
What is?
It's about these guys for London that have a pirate radio station.
Oh no, I have watched a bit. Of it. I watched the episode that he sends him out to get soundproofing for the studio, and he's like get egg boxes.
That must have been right early. It's 5 seasons. I can't even remember that one. But it just gets funnier and funnier. See, the more you like the characters, it just gets better.
Two seconds.
See this leg? This leg looks like your dog's thumb. Looks as if he's got a big thumb.
Well, yes, yeah.
That leg, you can't do anything about that. That's my cat's leg on your guy's hand, do you know what I mean?
It does. It does. It's all right. Hey, listen, man, it's cool.
Maybe
It's cool.
you get hit with something else earlier on, and he's got a big sore thumb.
It's all right. One of your cats is getting torn apart up at the top of the panel where the sword tip is. I don't know if it's the right place really to put like a silhouette like that because kind of messes up with traditional rules and all that. But
That's fine. That's good. So that is kind of wrapping that up soon now.
yes, mate. Yes.
So I'm going to put my pencil down. What do you think, guys? We achieved a cats versus dogs comic panel. I'm massively happy with it. Let's see if we can do like a wee zoom in and go through it. So we've got this wee panel up here, bunch of wee kind of cats with some baseball bats and shotguns, and then some dogs, wee chihuahua, and by the way that balaclava one turned out brilliant. I can zoom in even more, can't I? Let's see. Aye. And then some running cats with wee Centurion helmets and tanks. And then this panel here with some mech dogs and I love cats on their armour. That's a nice touch.
I never seen you done that, you bastard.
And then the last panel. What is that in there? What's that? He's trying to draw a cat. His face. Don't do that again.
Oh. Is that not what how his face is his face supposed to be turned round like that? Like
No, his face is
can you
facing
draw it?
towards him. That'd be the back of his head.
Oh right, cool. That's the back he said. Right, that makes sense. There you go.
See when you finish dead early, that's when you're allowed to vandalise other people's work. See if we're waiting an hour later till you finish.
I know, that's what happens.
Aye, people are enjoying it. Well, guys, we've got to kind of wrap it up. Are you done?
Aye mate, you just like I said, man, just tell me to stop.
Aye, 'cause I'm up in 5 hours for work.
Aye mate, let's call it a day. I think it went pretty well.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Let's sign it. You sign it again up at the top beside the World's Collide thing.
Right, if we get it right, you do it first and then. I've not really got like a signature. I just put a wee crown on it. Signed. So, this will be going up on an NFT website. One of one, £14,000. If anybody wants to buy it.
Also, if anybody wants to chip in to actually pay for the token to put it up towards it, then we're open to that as well.
We'll take that off the 14 grand if you're the one that helps us put it up. But aye guys, thanks a lot. Hopefully that one was a bit less chaotic, and hopefully you join us again as we get better at drawing and talking at the same time.
Yes.
And there's not as many kind of weird silences and stuff. I think we've done alright, we're getting the hang of it. It's alright. So again, thanks everybody. Everybody's loving the picture. We'll post it up on Instagram as well, share, and I think I'm going to try and figure out how to get this on YouTube. I think there's just a button I press. I don't think it's that difficult. But anyway, again.
You need to edit. You need to edit the bit about me stealing CDs.
No, I
right?
don't. Let's get this thing in. I'm actually going to create a. You can create like wee 30-second loops on your stream, and that's going to be one, like a highlight. You just noticed that we're in here. Look, you've got like a sticker just there. I think there's more people's stickers on this table than. Oh no, there's a big giant created by me. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you next Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Bye.